Hi, welcome to the kitchen. This is Gloria Donahue with Nana's Cookery. I'm calling this Pie Crust Revisited because the very first video we did was pie crust made with canola oil, and there are over 500,000 views on it, and I hear from people all over the world. I don't see a point in doing it all over again because I've reviewed it, and honestly, I would do it again identically because I think I explain it pretty well. The only advantage for you would be that I would be 5 years younger. Would be nice for me too, but that won't happen. But there are those of you who love your lard or your shortening or your butter crust, and I understand that. And if you want to continue to do them, that's fine and dandy, of course. But I wish that you would at least try my pie crust. Number one, it's very inexpensive, so that for you to test it against your own is not going to cost a lot of money. I wouldn't do it with a pie that's one of your favorites, of course. You want to make sure that you like the crust without all the other work of the pie. So what I would suggest is this: make a recipe of yours and make a recipe of mine. Now I've made just a half recipe, and I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet, and I'm going to then just put cinnamon sugar on it, and the cinnamon sugar would be whatever you want to put, but 3 to 1, three sugar to 1 cinnamon. So I'm just going to do this. Put it in a little bowl. I think I'll do a 1.5 probably. And then just a half probably should be enough for this. And then I'm just going to mix it. And then I'm just going to put it over. You obviously don't have to put cinnamon sugar on it, but we've always liked that. That was the first recipe I ever made as a teenager, was pie crust with cinnamon sugar. And then just cut it into little squares or little circles or whatever you want. We're just going to do it in strips. You're going to put it in a 425-degree oven until it's done. And when they're cool, you're just going to have something to nibble on. But it will be a very good way for you to compare this crust with the crust you normally use. I realize that some of you, especially those of you who use butter, think perhaps I'm trying to avoid butter and I'm using oil instead. I use so much butter I should own a dairy. I have nothing against butter in cooking. I use it all the time. I just found this recipe years ago and really love it. And people seem to sit at the end at dinner and take the crumbs from the crust, so I believe it's a good pie crust. So I'm going to put it in the oven and then we'll see what it looks like. Here's our cinnamon strips, cinnamon sugar strips, and we'll enjoy them when they cool off. I hope if you even decide to keep on using your own pie crust recipe that you'll enjoy eating the strips. And believe me, it's such an easy, inexpensive way to do the test. And I'd love to hear from you and see what you think, because I do hear from people all over the world that it's the first time they made pie crust that they were happy with. And that's a wonderful thing. So thanks again for visiting the kitchen. I love to see you. I love to hear from you.